heroes in disguise. Children of Primus. Children of Primus.
And welcome. Teletran 2, Frenzy Freestyle Sunday. And we've got myself, Spin, Mr. Magnus, Toyworld Vintage Reviews, and I'm not sure what is going on with Setumbach Arts over there.
They had something in the way of the charger saying, so I was like just lifting up their whatever phone case out of the way. Probably should make sure I actually have it plugged in. I don't know. Rotate.
Well, Sedum has his midlife crisis. I'm having as much trouble breathing on this thing as I did in the 80s. And I'm apparently scaring my dog.
Oh.
Potato? What? Are you upset?
Okay, there it is.
Oh my goodness. Okay, one cray potato.
There we go. Let's see how, okay. Yep, just looking all crazy.
Oh, what the fuck?
Okay. My goodness.
Oh, Spin's grown some hair.
I'm growing some hair. Shiva Colby says, did you guys catch my latest photo comic, the one with the aerial bots and stunticons? And yes, I did. I did see those, and that's quite funny what you had written in that comic strip there. I believe you did share on the Children of Primus Facebook page, so come over and check it out. And Resident Revsecutioner says, howdy again, Children of Primus, and howdy Rev. And also says, hey to Toy Warp.
Yeah.
Is our pre-Halloween stream, so some of us have our costumes on, but we'll see how long we can hold on these masks for, because they are a bit hot under
I wonder
here.
if I can watch the stream via the reflection in the stream.
Ah, okay.
Let's see.
Torworth, how are you doing, sir?
I have a crazy dog, that's for sure. Oh my goodness.
Have you ever met his owner? Have you ever met your dog's owner?
Zoner, what?
His owner.
Hey! Hey! This is why I put the restraining order out.
It expired. The restraining order expired.
Well, I'm going to have to go and get another one.
Yeah.
Why do I sound more like we one?
If we do have, well... damn, where'd I put it?
That's what happens when it's a strap on, you lose track of it.
I can't.
No, the correct line is
don't. With that right now.
Don't.
Oh, not again.
This is funny. It's just like, who is this guy? Who is this guy behind the mask? What's going on?
Yeah, totally confused.
Oh, Shinto was doing the same thing. He's at the bottom of the stairs, and he's like, what the fuck? He's like...
So I do have a reveal tonight, too, if we have time for it, or I can save it for next week.
Oh, okay, you know what? Let's, all right, let's take our masks off, because I know it is a bit hot. It is a bit hot, and,
Having an asthma attack would be nice.
And considering it's vintage 1984, just those two little nose holes is all you can breathe out of. You remember those from the 80s.
Oh, gosh, yes.
Nose holes, what are those?
Well, see, when your mom really loves... Wait, never mind. I have a reveal, too, and you're looking at part of it, so...
Oh, okay. Transformers, Joe says scene change.
Is your ion cannon that's included going to be a strap-on?
I mean, if your mom's got $20, $20 is $20, I guess. I mean,
That's right.
God.
That's right. Inflation, honestly should jump up to about 40 now.
Wow.
You jump up to 20%. You lost your audio, or I lost hearing. One or the other.
Ugh.
There you go.
reveals.
Your audio's sounding a
Dog's
little bit
still
fuzzy.
looking at you like you're a crazy person.
Yeah.
Or crazier than normal person.
Well, and that's the Teletran 2 segment for you there, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome, everyone.
Welcome.
If this is your first time, don't make it be your last.
RJ Eagle in the house says, "Hey gang, where's the cosplay? Like, you just missed it by a minute."
The cosplay was in episode, Teletran 1, where we had to take them off so we could stop sweating.
Yeah, I mean we were trying to go for this round too, but it's but Toy Warp is continuing the cosplay.
Wait a
feed.
minute. Hold on, RJ. I mean, I've got some cosplay here, but the problem is,
He hasn't put his makeup on yet. Or his lingerie.
Oh,
the problem is it doesn't really fit me anymore.
Wow.
Yeah. How long's it been, huh?
Yes.
There you
How long's
go.
it been since you've seen one of those?
Wow. And what's the story behind that one?
Okay, so when I got the big lot from Sarasota Toy Museum, I picked this up. I never really opened it to look at it until this week, but it looked, the mask looked more like Starscream to me as it sits inside the box. However, once you get it out of the box, you can tell it actually is slag like it says, and then the costume is slag as well. It's just got the wrong colored optics on it for some reason. Now, I'm short, but I'm not that short. Thank you very much. However, the funny part about this was, and Anthony was the one who pointed it out, on these boxes, I thought maybe this one was just a misprint because it says a flame retarded costume. Then I was like, well, that's got to be a misprint. And I figured it was because on the top, Transformers Dinobot is misspelled.
Wow.
Right? So I just figured some weird misprint, right? Well, then I got into an online auction, and they had the Optimus Prime one, which was actually in better shape than the one I got from the Toy Museum, and it still says flame retarded. I don't know. I figured maybe, foreign box, foreign company. No, everything here is made in the USA.
Well,
At least they spelled Optimus Prime right.
Well, I was saying in terms of what is it, like meanings, words, and everything, because that would have been from early '80s. So then it was still okay to use those words, even though in context we know exactly what that meant in terms of a flame repellent. At some point, things changed, and so it's like you're not allowed to use that word anymore. Whereas, as Shiva Kobe says in the comments, English in USA. Now that's something.
And I could have actually fixed the strap on the back, 'cause the strap on both of them were broken, probably from grown-ass retarded men like me trying to put the mask on and knowing it ain't going to fit around my fat head anymore.
RJ says, whoa, that looks like an original 80s costume. Nice.
It is. Yeah. Yeah, this is a Toy Warp Vintage Reviews, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
I don't buy anything new. This is all old stuff. Yeah, they're both circa 84 or 85. But, the colors on them are just so good. You remember sweating your ass off in those things as a kid.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Whenever it was cold for Halloween, you were happy to have that.
Hmm.
Well, you were happy to have it until you started sweating, and then the cold breeze hit you, and then your sweat was like inside of it and hitting you. Oh,
It's like those
yeah, it
old,
wasn't a pleasant experience, man.
old rain jackets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting hypothermia from your own sweat is not a pleasant experience.
No. And resident Refsecutioner says, with the government shutdown and SNAP benefits being stopped, we'll be going back down again. Yeah, there's the political warfare in terms of the two countries is it's just crazy. It's crazy. You know, we're not gonna go down that road, but it's you know, with our collective of friends within the stream, within the comments and everything, and then a lot of people in the comments tonight, you know, like we just enjoy having fun and everything. And as I was saying in the previous segment, one of our friends from high school, with a few business partners in Niagara, Canada, has a store called Cat and Monkey, and every year she has a Halloween party that we DJ at, and that she also has a costume contest too, and a theme every year. So the theme this year was vampires. So everyone was dressed as a vampire. I took it that one extra step because, you know, just within us, you throw an idea and it's like we're gonna take it left field. I showed like my girl painted my face all purple with the eyebrows and everything, gave me the cape, and I had numbers on the cape because I was a Count Von Count from Sesame Street. So only a few people caught that. You know, I was just like, if I'm going as a vampire, I'm not gonna do the regular one. I'm going as a Sesame Street vampire. Like that, no one's gonna think about that one.
So
Hey,
I'm
that
a
doesn't count.
role playing game nerd as well, and Vampire the Masquerade was one of our big things. It's one of our big LARPs in this area. The live action role play is Vampire the Masquerade, Vampire the Requiem. And when I went to the ICC, which is the International Camarilla Convention in New Orleans, I think it's a week-long event, big convention, all about this game, and it's international. This game is international, and we have people flying in from all over for the international convention. And there was all these vendors set up, and they're downstairs. I can go get them and pop them in. I have a professional set of fangs
Nice.
that you can eat, drink, whatever, and you can bite through a Coke can with it. They're wicked. They are wicked, and it takes like 40 minutes, and they have to put those jaw locks to hold your mouth open while they're making molds of your fangs or of your teeth to fit the fangs. And for 30 minutes, you've got these jaw locks in with your mouth wedged open while they're holding these forms against your mouth while it's all the cement and everything sets on it. And then they pop it out and make your fangs to fit. And they snap in, and it takes a lot to pull them back off.
Wow.
Yikes. That's some dedication.
Oh, yeah.
Really cool.
Yeah,
It probably
wicked.
also costs probably $500, right?
What, the fangs? They were 40.
For them to do all that, that was like $40.
Wow.
They're made out of Lee press-on nails.
Oh, I guess
If
it
they
wouldn't be the
grind them
first time I
down,
had one of those stuck in my mouth.
when they put them
Wait,
in,
what?
you look like Goofy, because when they put them in, they're square,
Okay.
and then they mark your tooth layout on it, and then they pop them back out, and they file them down and fill the sides in, and then they snap them back in, and there they are.
Man, if I was doing that, I think I'd charge a little more than $40.
Yeah, this is where I have a hard time with my busted arm, is getting the arm foreshortened pressed in, so it's the two halves of the arms are layered up. With the busted arm, it's hard to get enough leverage, but otherwise I can get the rest of them easily.
So resident Revsecutioner said, I used to LARP, and also says my costume from that era, when we're talking like, you know, the 80s era, was E.T. And also says Masquerade was the best. RJ Eagle is asking for me to share a picture of of my costume from last night. So gonna get to that one shortly. So our theme for tonight is just going through cosplay pictures, and I saved some of the more G1-esque ones for this stream for us to go through. So we're gonna do the same thing where I'm gonna pull up some images, and we just ourselves and everyone in the comments will have our opinions of what we think of the cosplay in terms of detail, style, accuracy, or were they just having fun, as well. And I know Magnus is more in tune with this. For anyone looking to do cosplay, how do you do it on a budget where you see some outfits and the amount of detail and time and effort they must put into it, but then sometimes it's like, how much money are they putting into creating that outfit, or are they just finding boxes, cans, or whatever around the house for free, but the end result looks way better than a movie studio version, whereas people are making their outfits look, they're putting the love into their outfits. But before we get to that, I know Toy showed his reveals. Magnus, did you have some reveals for this evening?
Okay, good talk. Yeah. Well, before Magnus gets back, I want to say on the subject of costumes, I had a costume in middle school, had to be 92, 93. And it was a Terminator 2 costume. It was half of a mask, and it was half the face was, the T-800 endoskeleton, and it had a glowing eye in it. But then it also came with a whole bunch of makeup to put around the edges to make it look like I was a damaged T-800.
Wow.
Now, a couple of years ago, I saw that kit on eBay. I have not seen it since. If anybody finds that kit, man, I got a crispy $100 bill waiting for you.
There you go.
Just FYI.
As Magnus has gone into hiding. Well, I will pull up one of the images until Magnus comes back, and then we will break into his reveal. But let me share the screen of this one. And I find this one quite interesting. So those in the comments, let us know your thoughts on the images that we're pulling up for cosplay, because they can be used for conventions like a TFCon, a Comic Con, for Halloween, or any convention in a sense. Toy War Vintage Reviews on YouTube. What are your thoughts on this version of Galvatron?
I'm jelly. I have always wanted to build something like that and just never have gotten around to it because, you always think about it around Halloween, and then you always got something going on right after Halloween. This guy obviously didn't have anything going. honor before the convention to get something like that put together for a convention. That is, that's pretty freaking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
The it looks like he's just wearing a gray undersuit. Mind you, I have to look at it on my phone because I'm not like the rest of you.
Right.
Can't do it in front of my computer because then you couldn't see my awesome collection. But oh yeah, man. I've always wanted to do something. I'm so jelly. I've always wanted to do something like that.
Nice.
And the great part about it is when you get when you make one of these costumes, unless something catastrophic happens to it, you're right. You got it for Halloween. You got it for the conventions. You got it for, heck, if maybe going to the hospital, with some sick kids or something, and entertaining some kids with it.
That is true. That's a whole other side that I think at times is overlooked, of like going to children's hospitals in outfits and just, brightening their day of and giving them that joy within that atmosphere. Like, that is very cool to bring that up. RJ says, man, that Galvatron is sweet. And Sedum, what are your thoughts about the Galvatron here?
I think I've seen it before. It looks familiar, but yeah, I mean, it's well done. I see what was it. Tour Warp commenting that it looks like he might have like a gray bodysuit underneath. I can see what it talked looking. Looks like he might have tried it if it wasn't pre-painted, kind of pre-painted and looked like muscle tones in the leg.
The gloss on it too, making it look like it's metal. I mean, it's not, but the gloss on it too, making it look like it's metal, is pretty amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. I seen trying to think of this one cosplayer, Hellspawn cosplay. I seen him recently make a Judge Dredd helmet and like sanding down the spray paint and working the surface so you have both matte and flat and textured and untextured surfaces, and that person looks like they're on that type of level with all the purple components and the cannon components. And imagine with the bodysuit part, that's probably so they can actually, not die wearing the whole thing at once and have some areas of their body that they can move a little bit more easier or it doesn't weigh as much.
Mm-hmm.
So I can see some practicality having to balance it out, because there's a certain point of, do you want to go that crazy with all the mechanical details, because it don't mean nothing if you can't move in it.
True.
So that's probably why he has that gray bodysuit, because he kind of pick and shows, what is going to be his emphasized points of the design. Because, I mean, he still looks like he went full ham with the boots.
Yeah.
It's just the stomach area and the thighs. And maybe where you see a little bit of his inner elbow. I mean, he looked like he went a little bit more low-key with that, but I think that was probably, for practicality and, safety as well.
Can you zoom, Spin?
I can.
And it looks like he's face paint.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. Zoom in on his face, because his face almost looks painted. Oh, that's wild. I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's just his face, and it's just got paint on it. Yep. Wow. Okay, I was the Pittsburgh Pirate Parrot for a while.
Cool.
Inside that hot costume and everything. I managed it. I got really good at it. But I tell you what, putting any kind of paint on your skin like that, because it absorbs so fast, that would make me sick as a dog within 10 minutes. I could handle being inside that costume, but putting that kind of paint on your face, oh God, no. I'd be sick.
Wow.
Yeah, I did Hellboy one year, and that was a nightmare.
It was hellish, pun intended.
Yeah, it was hellish.
No,
Yeah,
Magnus.
so Spin, give me a close up.
Ooh.
Oh, wild.
That is very cool.
And they're not easy to get on and off.
Wow. Look like something out of Blade.
Leon in the comments saying, wow.
Look at him taking half his gray matter with him when he takes him out.
Ugh.
Oops. There we go, Magnus. I got you zoomed in.
Oh, they just go over your existing. What are those?
Canines.
Incisors? I thought it was like a whole piece that went across.
Oh, Magnus, I can't hear you.
No, yeah, they go over my canines.
Canines.
They don't interfere with anything, and
Yowzer. I don't know. Maybe I just go to Blade because Blade's the only
do
vampire
not
movie I've ever seen that I liked.
Yeah, you can eat with them, drink with them. You gotta kind of clean them like dentures.
Huh.
You take them off because they will catch particles in the little sides.
RJ says, Ultra Dragonus.
Yeah, this is what I was looking for, and it was in my other display box. This has got all my old Vampire the Masquerade stuff in it, and they had printed these badges for us at that convention, which had our character sheets drawn out on the inside. I don't know if you get the glare off of it with all your shit.
Nice.
And the amount of beads that you had on the top of it was your status in the city. So it was something that you could just look at somebody and know something about them. Oh, that's a high-ranking member. He's got 5 beads on there, so he has status 5. Yeah, I thought it was. When I saw these, I was like, oh yeah, I got to get a set of those. And it was because it was the first time I'd ever been to New Orleans, and the guy that was doing it was real cool. Like I'm locked in like that while he's doing all this stuff. So it's like talking to your dentist. Ha 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 ha. Yeah. And so I had a buddy of mine that was with me, and so he's texting everybody because we're all trying to stay in contact where we're at. Where we're going to go eat at before we go to game and all this other shit. And he goes, okay, somebody just posted a picture of the first time they've ever seen a penguin eating an alligator. Like that. And the guy doing my fangs goes, what the hell are you talking about? And Guard Dog goes, well, there's this girl in our group that we call the penguin. And he goes, oh, please, God, tell me you've got a girl in your group you call the alligator.
Oh, God.
Mr. Alati, welcome.
Hey boys, what's happening?
Welcome.
It's finally good to be
Halloween
back.
nanigans. Instead of the mask, I went and put my fangs in.
Nice.
Well, so, since you are here,
Yeah.
your quick thoughts on this Galvatron cosplay before we jump to another one.
Now,
I love the light up symbol.
Hold on, is that original or a knockoff?
Wow.
That was homemade, so that's a knockoff.
That's Seventh Party.
To be honest, great job. You know that you can tell that took a lot of time and passion putting into that costume. So, irregardless if it's a bit of a knockoff of a G1 character, you know what? Good for that person putting that together because they did a great job. They actually did a really good job, and that's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it.
There you go. Well, let's
Cheers.
Let me quickly get some. So we're not gonna go all night, but let's pull.
I got
up
some reveals after, eh? Just to don't cut me off yet.
So do I.
Yep. So we'll take a break for some reveals after.
Okay.
Now there's one image. Apparently in a couple of Facebook groups, apparently somebody's been, I guess, resharing this image, claiming it's theirs, and then others are like, and others were booting this image, saying you can't reshare this image. This doesn't belong to you. So aside from all that, what are the thoughts
On the internet?
What are the thoughts of the image itself? So, Toy Warp, I'll start with you. What are your thoughts on this outfit?
I think with Magnus, it almost looks like foam.
That's
I mean,
AVF
it's.
foam.
I can't. You know what? I can't say anything bad about it because it's better than anything I could put together. I mean, I don't have hardly any experience in making these, so yeah, it's pretty hard to say anything bad about them. I'm just looking to see how it's. I'm really interested to see what it's made of. Looks like maybe the shoulders are cardboard.
Well, it has that devastation look to it from the the video game, right?
I will almost guarantee that whole thing is AVF foam,
Yeah. No, I'm very
which is
masculine. Oh, go
hot,
ahead. Sorry, Magnus.
hot, hot, hot. Oh my God, AVF foam is worse than wearing one of those little costumes that you've got there, Toy Warp.
Yeah.
Because AVF foam is, a half-inch layer of insulation. It's what we insulate pipes with. And so it does not breathe. It's hot. But what tells me that it's AVF foam is the portions right there at the elbows. You can't get that kind of flexibility with cardboard. And if you look at the right arm right here, you see that ridge? That's a foam weld. If you go to the other side, spin, go down to the elbow on the outside of the arm right there. That ridge right there, that's an AVF foam weld. It means that they didn't use AVF foam glue. They actually welded it together. So her dad is probably a pipe fitter.
Okay.
Jesus.
Well, it does have an arm. One of his arm is kind of like a pipe, anyways, right? And there's another pipe attached to that arm with a pipe, so makes sense.
Yeah, down right there.
Yeah.
Actually, I just thought of it.
That's
How
that
in the
PVC
hell are they
that's a
seeing anything?
That's a PVC pipe with a solo cup on the end of it.
You're right.
That is. And how are they seeing?
You can't knock none
That
of
is
these
probably
costumes.
that's probably just a piece of Lexam with a piece of full reflect limo tint on the outside of it,
Yeah.
Wow.
so they can see out. You can't see in. It's a cosplay trick. We do it for visors all the time.
Never thought of that. See, that's
Transformers.
why I'd be no good at this.
Yeah.
The Transformers Joe says that looks to me like a G1 inspired outfit. Looks cool to me.
It does. You can't really knock any of these costumes, like especially like this. You could tell they put a lot of time and effort. Even mom and dad helping out as well too, right? Good on them to help out their kids and get the love of the Transformer into their kids, right? So, thumbs up, double thumbs up. Well, for her, one thumbs up. For obvious reasons why.
And Sedum, what say you on the outfit?
The oh gosh, yeah. I mean, the craftsmanship on it is good. I don't know. It sounds like the practicality or the comfort is low, but we don't know which state or country they live in, so maybe it is practical for where they live. The material that Mr. Magnus said, that's a good call, because that's something a lot of people wouldn't think to know or even know about. And I can see, I mean, a parent helping them with it, and then if that was the actual younger person doing it themselves, then they know about a lot of different materials.
No, it's called dedication. If they're
Yep.
willing to sweat it out, good
You
for
could
them.
you could build that out of Warbler, which is thermoplastic, but good God, that costume right there would cost about $600 using Warbler.
Oh, that's
AVF foam's a whole lot cheaper. You get a sheet of it, a 4x8 sheet, like a sheet of plywood, for like $60, and you can make a lot of costume out of a 4x8 sheet where you can reuse every piece of scrap in it if you know how to lay something out on it.
yeah, it's like about 600,000 here in Canada.
Yeah.
$2,000 according to CBR.
Well, actually, I will throw this back to you, Magnus. If you were to create that this shockwave on a budget, what would
Cardboard.
just all cardboard?
All cardboard. Yeah, cardboard. Whenever we do a cosplay on a budget competition, the person that comes in that has made it completely out of cardboard, yeah, they're going to win
Right.
because they're the cheapest because they dig their material out of trash cans, or they've got it sitting there.
Can I ask you a question, Magnus? Is there like
Yep.
different quality of cardboard? Because
Oh, yes.
growing up as a kid, I remember cardboard not being that durable. The only time if I ever found a cardboard that was durable is because I was breakdancing on it, right? But otherwise, you know, every cardboard that I've came across here in Canada, I don't know, maybe it's a Canadian thing. I don't find that quality to make good costumes out of it because I would assume like after an hour, like that thing's gonna be falling apart. Over to you.
I was trying to find a picture of it on here so I could show it my Optimus Prime cosplay. It must be on my other computer, but it's still out in my barn, and I made that 18 years ago.
Oh wow.
Ooh.
And like even like I remember working in a frame shop, and obviously if you're not doing framing for conservation, you just use the cardboard that boxes you get stuff in, packages in, that's acidic and all that nastiness that most people know. And then if it's just a ready-made picture frame off the shelf that has a little glass and everything included,
Mhm.
you might just use the cardboard insert or whatever, just flip it and fill in the SS space. But there is like you can get like this white acid-free cardboard to fill up SS space and framing, and it's just as thick as your typical brown cardboard, but it's more this is better quality, more durable, receives material like media better, doesn't discolor because it's for conservation. So
Cool.
Oh, I'm
Shiva.
sorry if we're boring you, Shiva.
I know, right? No,
Yeah.
because I worked in
wow.
in supermarkets, as a kid and all that kind of stuff, and I've dealt with a lot of cardboard, obviously, right? And it was always very flimsy. There was like no structure to it, right?
You ever have the baler things wires come loose and they just go fly out and people are like, oh shit, you just barely dodge them
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
avoid a lawsuit?
Yep.
yep.
But you've got single layer cardboard, double layer, triple layer, quadruple layer, and then you get into corrugated,
Mm-hmm.
which corrugated cardboard actually has a vent system in it, and you can get
Yep.
double layer, triple layer, quadruple layer corrugated
Right.
cardboard.
Okay.
And then you can get into industrial shipping grade cardboard, which can be up to an inch thick.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of work at cardboard plants. We have 2 of them
Right.
in my direct vicinity.
Interesting. See, my knowledge has just expanded in cardboard.
They might have them in since Mr. Magnus is a state over for me. Do you have those weird big boxes that they call Gaylords?
Not that I know of. I mean, we may call it something different.
Yeah, it's just that just came to mind. Like that's just the weirdest little thing I came across when I moved to Ohio. Is they just call really big boxes that you would stash away at like like for recycling bit places or Goodwills and places like that, or even like like Walmarts and stuff. Like if you have a big box that's not, you know, decorated for a specific product, it's just called a Gaylord, and you just put it over. You can put it over top of a what's those plastic a pallet. You can put it. You can fit it under a pallet. Those boxes you can fit over a pallet are called Gaylords, and that's just like, who decided that was a name? But all right,
Probably the name of the guy who invented it.
yeah,
There's a
yeah, and it
swindle.
didn't have the connotations back then.
There you go. So we've got Swindle as another cosplay outfit. Mr. O, I will start with you. What are your thoughts on this outfit?
Again, it's hard for me to knock any of these costumes, right? Especially this kind of accuracy. Like that's okay. I can understand where Magnus coming from because he specializes in this stuff, right? So he can get more critique than I can. But when I see somebody that does, that puts in a lot of time, in a costume like this, it's for me. I'm always like amazed and shocked and wow for them to do this, right? So the accuracy is pretty there. The legs, the arms, the chest is pretty cool. If you scroll up to the face, once again, love it. You know what I mean? Even that pregnant lady behind that.
We don't know if she's pregnant.
Well, hey, listen,
Okay.
she's also what's it called? Pretty amazed by taking shots as well too, right? But yeah, no, I love it, man. I really do like it. It would be even cooler if the rest of the Combaticons were there.
That would be cool.
Yeah, but overall, nice job. Just like what was that Wednesday?
Resident Revsecutioner.
Okay, there we go. Nice job. Yep, thumbs up and a clap for me as well too.
Yep, and Shiva Kobe says that Swindle cosplay is dope. And I will get to her other comments as well. Mr. Magnus, what do you say about this Swindle?
Excellent job. The one thing that stands out to me on it is the headlights. I don't know if they're either made of reflective material and they're just flashed up because of the flash of the camera, or if they actually light up. If they actually light up, wicked.
Yeah, I agree.
Just like with that Galvatron, the light up emblem, the Decepticon logo on his chest, that was awesome. That would put you in a different bracket for me if I was grading this. Again, this one is cardboard because I can see the dent on the left shoulder right there, and AVF foam does not dent, and you can't get that kind of a sheen on a paint job with AVF foam. So this is a cardboard cosplay.
So you're saying that
that's
this will?
awesome.
Are you saying this one will win automatically first place versus the Shockwave that we just saw?
It would be in my top 10, yeah.
Okay.
Because if this was a cosplay on a budget competition, it would definitely be my top 5. Just because of the headlights.
Right. Now, if it wasn't on a budget, top 10?
If it wasn't on a budget, it might make the top 10. It depends on what the rest of the competition looked like. If everybody else came in with as quality as you had with that Galvatron, I'm sorry, this wouldn't make the top 10.
Okay.
But the picture that I'm sharing right now, this is my daughter doing gender bent Grimlock. And that's the back of the jacket. Now this is what I call cosplay for fun. This is not competitive. This is just I threw all this together and I went to have a good time dressed up as a character that I like. And that's me and Amanda at the masquerade ball. But she got all these little patches and buttons to put on it. But these glasses, that's a full reflect limo tint that we put on those glasses. That's why I brought this one up.
Cool.
Because she wanted something to represent his eyes.
Right.
And so we went online and we found a small roll of red-orange limo tint. Added them to her glasses and away she goes. Now this next one, this is just her and her friend being Soundwave and Blaster. And they do little things like this for our local convention every year. And this is just, we're having fun.
Yeah, it's pretty.
This isn't for a competition. This is, we're out here to have a good time. If you don't like it, fuck off.
That's what
Makes
you do.
sense.
It makes sense. Now, as I was going through the images, and I know for some, it's detailed oriented and time and everything. It's funny, as Mr. O said, it would be interesting if like all the Combaticons were with the Swindle. Now this image, I guess, looks partly store bought or probably all store bought. But what's actually cool, I mean, it's a cute little image. It's all the original Seekers.
Yay! No way!
See, and I mean, cosplay is not just for conventions. Comic Con, TF Con. It could be for Halloween, which is coming up this weekend. But what's cool is just like whichever parent this is, if all three is that, if they're all brothers or if it's just like friends and they all got together to dress them up all as the three original Seekers. Like, that's just cool. And Toy Warp, what would you say about this?
That just looks like a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
And
A
it
lot
looks
of fun.
it looks like a heck of a lot better than, having Optimus Prime mask and then having Optimus Prime on your chest. So, yeah. Those costumes have come a long way.
Oh, yes.
40 years.
They look like really upgraded PJs that we
Yes.
all wish we had as kids. Instead of the best sheets and the pillowcase that we got.
Which I've got. Yeah.
See, there you prove my point.
you go.
Right? Oh man, I'm jealous.
Cool.
Going back to the Swindle one,
Mhm.
right quick. He's got upper marks for me because the Jeep detail is correct in it. He has 7 slots in his grill, and that's exactly how many slots Jeeps have always had.
Ooh, actually,
Lucky
let's see if
7.
I can go back up on that one. There we go. So that's a detail that many of us would have overlooked.
Yeah, there's 7 slots in every Jeep grill. As a matter of fact, when they built the Hummer, they actually built it with 7 slots so it would look familiar to Army personnel,
Okay.
and Jeep sued them over it.
Hold on. So a Hummer and 7 slots. I mean slots. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure I heard that correctly. What happens when you're deaf for 1 year, You get to hear things.
What?
Hey, at least you're not like my mom. You're like, wah,
Okay, and
Okay.
going with some more cute outfits. Stetson, what do you say about this one?
Which one's that? Hold on? Is that Rumor or Frenzy? I can't remember
Don't
now.
start.
It's the black with red details
Man,
one. Enemy
we're
is
gonna-
the red one, damn it.
We're going to have to go back to politics because it's a less explosive subject than Rumble versus Frenzy.
Because remember the last time we asked Chat GPT about which one was Rumble or Frenzy, and it crashed.
But it's cute. Yeah, it definitely looks like presumably it's a kid, but I mean, if it's not
Cute.
a kid, I would be surprised. But that could just be because of the costume making their, proportions look childish. If they have a parent around a sound wave, I'm like, yes, good parenting job.
No, that's definitely a kid because the back end of that SUV that's open there.
Oh, okay, I see it now. Yeah.
See it put that in proportion. It's like a minivan or something.
Oh, it's so funny. There's a Jeep in the background of this image. Like, what are the chances?
Yeah.
Swindler's gonna sell Soundwave's kids.
Is there a Hummer there too?
Who knows? And Magnus, what say you about the outfit?
Phenomenal. I absolutely love it. I love the zip ties that are holding his legs in place.
Oh, wow,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, I have a question for Mr. Magnus. Do you think it's easier to make a cosplay for yourself because you know your own body proportions so well? Or is it harder to make it for someone else or about the same?
Okay, so let me put a little tip in for you. I make a body mold of everyone whose cosplay that I build.
Okay. You put like a mold on everybody's body, like you.
So
But,
I
like-
wrap. You have to wear nothing but a tank top, and then I will wrap your body in shrink wrap, and then I will cover you with duct tape, and then I will cut it off of you and put it back together. And then I have a mold of every bend and shape of your body. And then I will put that on my mannequin, and then I build the cosplay around that.
So you're
Man, when you did it to
asking the
me, you just
person-
said it was your kink. Jeez. Now I know you were building a costume for me. Woo.
Interesting.
I'm
I
building,
was
I'm
about to
building a
say
mold.
no
I'm building
no
a body
legal
double
stuff.
of you. I'm building a body double of you, Toy War.
Did you hear what he? Did you hear what he just said? He only asked people to put on a tank top.
Yes.
No underwear, no undergarments. The dangly
Well,
bits just there.
if I'm doing the lower level, it depends on how form fitting they want it. If I'm making it out of leather, then yes,
Are you trying
they
to
will
say I
be
gotta
naked.
shave?
They won't even have a tank top on underneath of it.
Okay, I'm just saying, man. Like I gotta shave, and because that duct tape is gonna come on there.
Wax that.
No, that's what the shrink wrap
Oh,
is for.
that's right. That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, don't
That's
get
a
too
lot of
excited.
pulling.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Twice.
Was
Ouch.
RJ says that frenzy may be a little person too. Why, RJ, you call it a frenzy. Are you sure it's frenzy?
That is a little person.
Yep. Going back to one of Shiba Kobe's earlier comments before we get to another image, says, by the way, I had a super weird dream the other night. It was a Transformers dream, and it was in Japanese, had a really skinny Galvatron and sweeps that looked like Shredder from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the first movie. And I recognized Arigato, and Galvatron's name was pronounced the Japanese headmaster's way. Shiba, I think you're hanging out in Costco a little bit too
Just
long.
about to say. Give me my brain cell back, man.
Gonna say the same
We
thing
only
too.
share one
Oh, yeah. Oh gosh.
because it's the only one we got. Don't use it too much, okay? I still need to think some tonight.
Okay, let's go to a couple more. Actually, well, let's take a break from images for a moment. Magnus, I know you had a couple of reveals, and Mr. O, did you have any reveals?
Yeah, I got some great reveal. It's actually one issue, but I got like 1, 2, 3, 4 comics of it.
Oh.
So it's actually issue 25
Man, I didn't know it counted.
of what's
alternate
called.
covers.
Sorry.
Alternate covers.
Oh yeah, man! But they're all awesome, so I had to buy them all.
Yeah, every
Actually-
once a blue moon, if a book has covers with like some multiples, like covers with my like 2 or more of my favorite characters, I will double or triple dip, but very rarely. Otherwise, I'll just go to like if there's a hard that's my absolute fave, I'll just get the one. But if I have like tier A characters, then I'll get all 3 or 2 or whatever.
There's actually 5 covers of issue 25 of Transformers Skybound, right?
Wow.
I didn't pick the 5th one because it's just all plain and white. That said Transformers on it. I don't like that.
Yeah, that's a blank cover for artists to do
Yeah.
custom covers.
The OCD
Exactly.
in me. Wait, there's 5 covers. You bought 4 of them. The OCD in me is going absolutely insane right now.
But hey, okay, but let's look at the covers and you tell me what you guys think. So this is the original cover, which it has like again that 84
I like it.
Marvel-ish style to it. Okay. So now I had to get this cover as well too because again, we got to show Murder Prime.
Nice.
Like I feel sorry for Soundwaves there. Again, Murder Prime.
Guts out of him.
Yeah. Then we got this, this again a little bit retro-ish look to it, but this is a metallic cover.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Once again,
Ooh.
why not pick it up? And then the last one here, again, is just Optimus Prime, just fusing right through that cover, saying, "I'm gonna get you."
That's an interesting one.
Yeah, and again, it's a metallic cover, the one that I got. Guys, I'm gonna say this one more time. I've said it so many times, but I haven't been on here for a little bit, and I do apologize for that because go Jays go. They gotta make Skybound take that whole comic book series right now and start making it into a cartoon. It reminds me of the Marvel comic book series a little bit, but just way better. Just way better. And the toy line will be like this, beautiful. It's a great story. It's a great story. I don't want to give it away because I want people to pick it up and read it. But I'm telling you, it's badass. The fight scene between Megatron and Optimus Prime in this particular issue, and number from 24 up to 25. Well, actually 23, 24, and 25. It's just badass, man. Badass. You know what? We all talk about 86 movie. But I'm telling you right now, if they make this into a cartoon and you put those two fight scenes together, we'd be having a lot of conversation which one is better. That's all I'm gonna say. This is not a plug to Skybound. I don't get these for free. I have to buy them. I spent like what, $30 on this stuff. Well, that's American, $300,000 billion Canadian. But
2000 CBR.
yeah,
Yep.
it is phenomenal, people. I really want to get into it. I'm waiting for Anthony to be on the show so him and I can really get into the comic book stories and give a little bit more details into it, right? But it's just me right now. 25 just came out. Go to your favorite comic book store. Go pick it up. There's 5 covers. Pick whatever you want. They're all awesome. Over to you guys.
Cool. Now, just before Magnus, Resident Rev Executioner says, I'm off to bed now, guys. Have a great night. And, thank you for joining us for both of the streams. And
Yes,
also,
absolutely.
as you mentioned in the previous stream, to
This
check
is our
out,
Halloween. We could be Screams tonight.
we could be
Well-
Screams. Ooh. Check out his camper restoration video on his channel. 'Cause I find those are very cool.
You missed it.
Sorry?
I did one of these. Ooh, very scary.
CTV. RJ
It's a
Eagle
Canadian
says,
thing.
yep, got the Optimus Prime ripping the cassette from Soundwave 2. Sick. Did anyone get the Transformers Compendium Volume 2?
I have 2. I'm waiting for the full, I'm waiting for the 3rd volume to come out. I'm picking that up, man. That's the one that I really read, right? Because I don't want to open these suckers up and start reading through them. Yeah, I'm cheap like that. These are my stock market collection. The volumes, pick those up. Those are the ones that you read. So if they get destroyed or bent up, whatever, that's okay. But yeah, man, pick up whatever. Just open it up and read it and have a go at it. You would not be disappointed.
Cool. And also ask the question, aren't they supposed to make adult themed Transformers animated series, sort of like Invincible?
So
God, I wish.
hold on. If you guys look at our group chat, I did send an update video about that.
Okay.
I don't know if we can play it because we might get copy strike or whatever cases. But to RJ, yes, you are correct. And one of the things that they're also talking about as well too is that Michael Bay might take all that theme of G.I. Joe and Transformer mixed together versus continuing on from Transformer 1. And they also look like they might be putting that on the back burner and go back to what RJ said about the animation series. They might do that one first and then might go back to Transformer 1 and do a continuation to that. So, little news update.
All right. Which,
RJ. Transformers 1 had a couple of vicious scenes in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When they get attacked after they meet Starscream and everybody, and they get attacked and there's that big fight scene, Prime transforms into the truck, jumps up in the air, transforms back into Prime, locks up on this guy, wraps his legs around him, and then transforms back into a truck and rips this guy completely in half in the air. It was wicked. when I saw it in the theater and I was like, did he just tear somebody in half? And once I got the movie and owned it, I went to that point before we ever pushed play. I went to that point and I was like, yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Murder
Speaking
Prime.
of ripping in half, okay,
Mm.
I'll give you a little tidbit in the Skybound story. Remember what I said earlier about a fight scene? Prime kind of ripped somebody in half as well too.
That's it. That's it.
I mean,
Nice.
did
And
anyone
on
try
top
to
of
give
it-
Prime a Snickers or what's going on, man?
Put it this
Turn
way.
back into Orion.
I'll tell you right. Yeah, I tell you right now. After that whole scene, yes, he should have ate a Snicker bar. That's all I gotta say. Because that was a murder prime, man. You know what? You know what? I got this funny feeling that these guys watch us, and since we came up with this whole murder prime stuff, it's been slowly, just oozing into these comic books or movies, whatever. You know what I mean? The Prime just ripping everybody out and just murdering everybody, and I love it. But here's the thing: I'll give this one little tidbit in here, okay? The cool thing about the Skybound stories is that yes, Prime is Murder Prime in there, but they also show his humanity side. I shouldn't say humanity, but his kindness side, or that father figure side. In a heartbeat, you will see him just change from back and forth. And that's the Prime that we grew up with, as G1ers. And it does show that in the comic books as well, too.
Well, I mean, the conversation that we had the other day, the Murder Prime did exist from '84. It's just it was the smaller elements of it and not really as focused. Because in the comic book, when he came back as a Power Master Optimus, he just lost it and just started firing at everyone. In the cartoon, he did have a moment. So there were the brief Murder Prime moments, but they weren't as focused as
Not like now, Mike.
not like now.
Not like now, man.
Now they focused on it. Back then it was that brief moment. Now it's like, oh my gosh, what is happening? Like he's just losing it.
And we're gonna take credit for it. That's right. You heard it first on Children of Primus.
There you go. Mr. Magnus, you had a couple reveals. Can we show your reveals and a couple
just
more
one.
things before we
before
we wrap up?
We're getting pulled into Unicron.
Dun, dun, dun,
Oh,
dun, dun,
not his
dun,
crotch.
dun,
No.
dun.
Stranger danger.
Hang tight there,
wait.
Magnus.
Optimus. An Optimus.
So this is a side-by-side of SS-86 Optimus Prime and that KO, or it's not a KO, it's fourth party Optimus Prime, which is $40 less.
Oh,
So they're exactly the same.
wow.
Send me the link to the KO one, please, and to Tor.
Oh.
But so I put the cell shaded windows in the fourth party one so that I can tell them the difference. And then I started noticing little things like his panels here are filled already, and SS-86 is not.
Oh. Oh.
For shame.
SS-86 has a little bit of orange on there. He's got a lot of yellow on his fog lights or his running lights.
For shame.
The SS-86 trailer now these are rubber. These are flexible rubber. As blast
Interesting.
effects. The ones for the fourth party one. Get this back on here. Roller is exactly the same. So is the tower. But in the fourth party one, they are not rubber. They're hard plastic.
Yeah, someone can lose their eyes.
Yes, most definitely.
Look at the
Especially,
children.
so this one is also the one where he comes with Megatron's arm.
Oh, okay.
What? What?
Yeah, he comes with Megatron's arm. You can just snap it right on.
Okay, can you send me the link,
Uh,
please? I'm willing to spend $1 billion on that.
But this is hard plastic too, and this is sharp all the way around.
Oh, wow.
This
Love
will
it.
hurt somebody. You definitely don't want to leave this on the floor and step on it in the middle of the night.
Somebody gonna get hurt.
Some assembly required. Your parents put it together.
Okay, no, I'm serious, Magnus. Please send me the KO. Sorry, fourth party.
Fourth party, yep. He
Link,
also
please.
comes with the stuff so that he can look like Starscream. He comes with 3
right.
different heads.
RG Eagle says, wow, the KO has the fillers too. Dang, Magnus, where did you get the cell shades for the windows? And
They come
also
with it.
says,
They come with it.
he says me once.
Oh,
Hang on, I'll bring it up right now.
another KO follower. Don't hate Canada. We're just freaking poor.
So
My orders.
actually,
Spin. Speaking of cosplay and videos that were sent to the comments, I sent a kind of a cosplay thing to the video there with Bumblebee and Barricade.
let me get it.
Oh, I also sent that green Optimus Prime that kind of looks like the Green Goblin.
You mean the truck out of Maximum Overdrive?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's 63 American.
6 billion Canadian.
Shipping,
it.
was
Give me an oliver.
shipping only cost me $260 because I ordered this back before tariffs.
Yeah, I'm buying that. Okay, I know it's on video, but please send me the link.
Yeah, it's Show Z store. And hang
Yeah.
on, what'd you see all the stuff that he comes with?
I can't read. I don't have my glasses on right now.
So you can turn him into where Starscream
Suspicions confirmed.
impersonated him.
It's true. He is a dumbass.
No, a smart
said-
ass.
There he is.
Smelt
There he
yourself
is
up
with
for that one.
Megatron's arm.
Oh, sorry, Magnus. We're gonna talk over you for a second. No, I'm not a dumbass. A smart ass. Because a smart ass wouldn't be asking for the link. Which is a dumbass would be, that's nice.
I can't read. Oh, wait. I'm
And-
sorry. Did I say that out loud?
Yeah, he has a panel you can replace him so that he has the damage that Megatron did to him in the fight, as well as the damaged
Holy.
face.
And
Jeez.
SS86 didn't do this. For
No.
shame.
Mm-hmm.
And
For
there's
shame.
the full-on Starscream mode.
And gee, where did they get that idea from, Magnus?
From the G1 cartoon.
Oh, and this is a knockoff. Don't buy them. They're knockoffs.
And then this is just a filler for, so SS86 has this, both of them have this hole in the back of them when they're in their truck mode.
Okay.
Oh, I thought that was a reefer, and I'm wondering, like, he was never a reefer truck.
That's what I thought too.
And so they put this refrig panel that snaps into it. And so he doesn't have that hole in the back of him.
For $63 American, how much does that cost? Well, how much does the 86 cost? you?
Yeah. Here's everything that comes with it.
Okay, Magnus. How much does the 86 cost you again?
86 was 120.
Yep. I'm telling you, Tor, KO.
No,
It's
half.
out of stock, or Lottie's gonna axe to sleep with you for yours.
Fuck, I'm buying them all, man. I'm gonna sell them here.
Yeah, but you know the problem.
There is no problem. I'm gonna buy them all. and I'm gonna sell them. That's what I'm gonna do. That's not a problem for me, Mike.
Well, because we're on this side of the border, there is a problem.
No, it doesn't matter. I don't care. I'll pay the tariff. I'll still be making money.
It's an extra 10% because everyone's just fighting everyone. It's funny now. It's just
Okay.
so funny. Let me
Touch forward.
get
This is all fault.
Toy Warp's video on the screen. Let's see if I can
Yeah, I saw the speaking of tariffs, I saw the California governor and the person in charge of is it the baseball teams that is a California and a Canadian baseball team, or is it hockey? What's going on right now sports wise? And they
Los
were like
Angeles and
teasing each other.
Toronto.
It's like, oh, I'll have to send you. The Canadian politician was like, if my team wins, I'll send you the maple syrup in the tin like it's supposed to come in, not a plastic bottle. And then Newsom or whatever his name is was saying, I'll send you our best California grape wine. It's a cute little one of the few moments of politicians actually being amusing.
Well, no. Usually that's what happens. You always get the governors or the mayors always doing like some kind of like drink.
But yeah, I thought that was actually
whatever.
pleasant.
Yeah.
We were civil to each other. We need more of that.
So as the Canadian, meaning from Toronto, is the Toronto Blue Jays. That's why I've been missing a couple of the shows. Versus the LA Dodgers, and right now, the series is tied 1-1.
1-1, and they're back on tomorrow night.
But we finally won 1-1.
Wow.
That's all I gotta say. To my Latinos, we finally won 1-1. We
1-1.
finally did it.
Toy Warp, what say you about this video?
Well, speaking of cosplay, the guy walking in the background with the Bumblebee costume, I don't know where he got that, but it's pretty amazeballs.
He's trying to steal himself?
Imagine you're driving down the street and you see a Transformer dressed up as the car Transformer they're stealing.
Well, there is that picture of Prowl getting out of Prowl like he's
Right.
RoboCop. Yeah.
Yep, I've seen that. I've had that saved to either a phone or a laptop or both at different points.
I would have loved
Hey,
Bumblebee.
Orlotti?
I said,
Orlotti, I sent it.
Yeah, go ahead.
I sent it to you in Messenger.
Thank you so much, sir.
Direct link to them and the package.
Beautiful. Thank you, sir.
You know what?
This best part of this video should have been Bumblebee jumping into Barricade and
Yes.
taking off.
You know, of all the Bayverse vehicles, in vehicle form, I've always liked how Barricade looks. Like it's just this badass Mustang police car.
What was it? What was the tagline on the side of the car? What was it again? To kill and
To punish and enslave.
there you go.
Yes. Yeah, like that's just cool. You know, the few cool elements of the Bayverse. Another few cool elements of the Bayverse is and his name slips my mind, and we interviewed him at TFCon. And you interviewed him. His name slips in mind too, but is out of the entire Bayverse, he is one of those cool elements that exists.
For shame, Michael. For shame.
For shame.
If you guys want to know the gentleman's name, please go into our archives.
Yep.
Take a look at TFCon 2024
25.
Toronto, which is in 25. Sorry,
Yep.
which is TFCon Toronto, which is in
Read or
Mississauga.
count. Must be a thing for buying so many knockoffs that does something to his brain.
What are you laughing
I mean,
for?
what?
You're the one that forgot his name.
But I guess I got knockoffs too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So before we round up the art segment, just two images.
Already?
Well, it's already 10 to 16 in our time.
Holy.
It's 16 after. No, now it just turned 17 after.
You know, because
This guy's in the military.
some of us do, unfortunately have that four-letter word early in the morning.
Yeah, I don't.
Show off.
No, actually, you know what? I just came back from London, Ontario, for my son's hockey tournament.
Oh, How did they do?
Yeah, they all sucked.
Right.
That's all I got.
Son, I'm gonna ban you. You shame me. Your hockey skills suck.
Yeah, pretty much. I didn't talk to him at all the way back home. You know, I was like, what the
You're
hell,
not
man?
Canadian enough if you can't win in a hockey game, damn it.
You know,
He's been denied maple syrup for a week.
that right he is.
Exactly. No pancakes for you.
You know, in the military, you know, in the military, how when you shame, right, they rip off, you know, your rank on your shoulders.
Mhm.
So I had to rip off the last name on the back of the jersey.
What?
That's why I'm wearing this military camouflage hat, right?
That's all we're gonna say about that.
So
Now you meant
for shame.
one of our friends in high school, which I had mentioned in the last segment, owns a store in Niagara, Canada.
Oh, Blackie Blackie.
Well, see,
Right to the wrong.
here's the joke. Because last night some people thought it was Blackula. It's actually the Count from Sesame Street.
Ho, 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 ho.
Exactly.
1, 2,
3 big slaps.
Ho, 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 ho. I can count. Ho, 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 ho.
Single digit numbers. That's
Okay.
higher than any of our politicians in both of our countries.
Ho, 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 ho.
So now let's get back on topic. Our last image for
Was
for
that
the
you,
evening.
Smith? Never mind. Was that you?
That is me. That was me last night.
1, 2, 3 spins, Rudy. Okay.
One.
That's just getting to me now. I guess I don't know.
One
Five.
you, Don Orlati.
1, 2, 3. Zip.
Five Children of Primus episodes. Oh, ho, ho, ho.
There we go.
Yes.
There's 6 of us here, but that's okay.
Wait a second. Where do you see 6 of us?
Well, I'm cleaning you again twice.
Oh my
There's a
gosh.
picture.
Oh,
Technically. All right.
Today's episode of Children of Primus has been brought to you by the numbers 6. The question mark. So on that note, also from Canada, surprisingly, and we're gonna give our
Cybertronic spree.
Cybertronic spree. So let's.
Yeah.
I saved this one for last.
You got the touch.
So
Oh,
what are
yeah.
what are our thoughts on their outfits in terms of cosplay and everything? And you know what? I will throw this to you first, Mr. Magnus. So what are your
Yes.
thoughts on all
Our
of their
expert.
outfits?
Okay, so this is a try hard. This is I came to have fun, not compete.
Hold on, wait a minute. Repeat that again. This is what you call a try hard, but I came
This is
here
what we
not to
call-
compete.
This is what we call a try hard. This is I came here to have fun, not compete in a competition.
So you're trying hard not to compete at a competition.
No, they're trying hard.
To not to
just trying
compete in not to
Oh,
compete.
Lord.
They're
in a
not
competition.
compete. They're not here to compete. They're just
Please
here
tell it's
to have a
just
good looking
work. Smell
good looking costume for the convention.
All right.
If-
That's
if
what I
these
wanted
were-
to get that clear.
Yeah, if these were in a cosplay competition, unless it was cosplay on a budget, these would not make the top 20.
Because they didn't try hard. I'm sorry, because they tried hard.
No, it's called a try hard.
Okay.
Not that they didn't try hard. They are accurate at a distance. When you get up close to them, you pick them apart.
So they're good from far, but far from good.
Right.
Okay.
But I love the Cybertronic spree.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely love it. I actually tried to get them for the wedding, but they were booked that weekend.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh, y'all would have shown up then, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Oh, they would have.
Wow. What happened?
They
No, nothing.
just
They were
said
just
they
booked.
booked.
You can hire them. They're not hard to hire.
So they're willing to travel to the States as well? Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, they actually were just recently on tour.
I did
Yeah.
not know that.
Yep.
Yeah, but they typically only do like the Midwest states: Ohio, Pennsylvania, Indiana, Illinois. They don't come much further south than that.
Oh, okay.
So, Cybertronic Spree, if you're listening, I'm waiting for a Florida date because I will be there.
Well,
Look,
and
look at RJ checking out RC.
dun dun dun. And Toy Warp, as you said, you know, that you want them to do a southern tour. What are your thoughts on their outfits?
Okay, so what's been making the rounds this week is the guy dressed up as Hot Rod, standing next to Weird Al, and Weird Al
Yes.
saying, "Yes, I said dare to be stupid, but this really is stupid." How he emotes that is actually funnier than anything Weird Al said. Like it was great. How he can do that in the costume and just make it all believable is so much fun. It's one of the reasons I love these guys. Now their costumes aren't going to win anything because they got to spend their shows are I'm guessing probably an hour long to, playing instruments and jumping around. Yeah, these guys got to be flexible. They can't, just kind of walk around like a half moving statue at a con. These guys are on stage and they're giving you a show.
Soundwave looks weird. No, sorry, not Soundwave. Yeah, Soundwave.
Yeah, Soundwave, he kind of looks
Yeah,
It's kind of leaning.
yeah, it looks like cut in half.
yeah. Been transformed too many times.
I know, eh? He actually looks like my Soundwave.
Which is
Well,
cool.
that's what happens when you buy nothing but knockoffs and don't take care of the original stuff.
This is actually a G1. I may have to replace it with a knockoff. Never mind.
We did meet some of them when they replayed the Transformers movie in the theater a few years ago, and I remember asking, Rumble or Frenzy, depending what they named the character, who would win in a fight between Blaster or Soundwave, which they replied that that's a bit of a biased question, and go check out their show.
Well, I would if it ever came to Florida.
Mr. O, what say you about the outfits?
Well, I don't know, man. Like, do they try hard to do this?
I can smell that one knockoff brain cell trying to work around try hard. Oh man, I can smell it.
Listen, you know what? No, I have to agree with Magnus. Like, in a sense of the costume looks great, but at the same time too, they got to put on a performance, right? So I would assume the gear that they're wearing has to be breathable, right? So they kind of does look like something that I can go buy at Spirits. Spirits is a company here in Toronto that sells like Halloween costumes, right? So again, it's not, we're not endorsed by them, but if they want to send us money, great. But otherwise, that's what it kind of looks like for me in a sense. They look like cosplays. It's a costume that you buy at a costume store. Maybe like a high scale costume store, right? But I get why they need to wear something like that. But I like it. Can't complain. If I could, I'll go and buy one and put it on myself.
I said the cool factor is the characters that they picked. Because when you look at when you search out for cosplay images, most times you're going to come across Soundwave, Bumblebee, Shockwave, the Frenzies. You almost never come across a Quintesson or Unicron. And barely RC, depending which version of RC.
Sexy RC.
But
Look at Seth already. Ooh, gee, what am I gonna draw next now?
on that note, Sedum, before we round up for the evening, Sedum, what are your thoughts on the outfits?
Well, RC there doesn't have any boot. Sorry, go ahead, Seth.
Well, I'm from where Gua is based out of. So when you're familiar with people having being very costume based and having to. But obviously with the Transformers, you got to deal with the big blocky shapes, so that's where they got to worry about practicality. Whereas with Guag, like they're literally like next door neighbors that could go to like walk over, knock on their door.
War.
Okay.
War.
I'm so I don't mean to pick on your I with the way you said it, but I was confused I just wanted to make it clear
Oh yeah,
for
for
everybody
the
else.
first
Yeah.
few. But yeah, I think like for Transformers, just the nature, especially the G1 designs, I do think the degree of quality makes sense because these are costumes that they got to perform in, and obviously they can't be statues. I don't know if that was Tor Warp or Alade that said that comment. They got to be able to move around in them, and I don't know how often they rebuild their costumes, but they always seem pretty crisp. There's always like the weirdness of like I think don't they face paint somewhat?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So you get that sort of weird juxtaposition that can kind of throw you off once you see like close-up photos. But I do like how I think it was Spin talking about how there's a mixture of characters like the quintessons you don't see as much. So
Actually, it is an interesting point that you did bring up. Because thinking back in the musical days, when you've got like bands and groups performing, they're usually wearing like their group T-shirt or like group or band T-shirt and stuff, or they have a certain look from whatever clothing they have. The outfit here, I wonder how many shows they could do on each outfit, or how many times they would have to rebuild those outfits for, say, doing because they recently had a tour. I'm not sure how many shows, but I wonder how many shows those outfits last for, before they have to like build a whole new set or patch them up.
I'm
yeah, I
sure
know what you mean because there's some cosplayers I follow and they'll post about like cosplays they're especially known for and how they had to because those cosplays get requested a lot.
Okay.
You have to repair them or replace them, do maintenance on them compared to some other cosplays where it's just a passion project for them. That's like their free day to do the cosplay they want. So, but yeah, that's definitely is a thing having to do maintenance on a popular cosplay or costume.
I will say I would kind of compare to Kiss,
Yes. Well,
right? Because
right.
like they're wearing their outfit or costumes or whatever, right? And so I'm sure the Demon and Dark Child there and everybody else, they will probably have to go through quite a few repairs or even total replacements of their costumes, right?
Well, if it's Kiss or Gwar, they've probably got spares
War,
on
that's another
hand.
one, yeah.
War. War.
Yeah, I haven't heard
Yeah, it's
their
funny.
name
Like
in
I've
so
seen them
long.
just walking
I know,
casually
right?
down the
Or
street in
Slipknot,
their
that's
costumes.
another
2
one.
years ago.
When you were doing
They
the
were louder than life 2 years ago.
Confederate statue
Wow.
protest, and there's like, I'm gonna put a petition that I'll be swapped out and put on that horse. I don't remember which member it was, but it was just the weirdest little moment visually. And they would just wear their costumes out in public. Maybe not during the summertime because it'd be a little hot, but otherwise it's just Halloween year round for them for the most part.
And Gwar being from Ohio, I didn't see that one coming.
No, they're from Virginia, Richmond,
Oh,
Virginia,
okay,
where I grew up.
gotcha.
Right now we should have been playing like industry Halloween in the background or Rod Zombie Dracula.
It would be nice. but,
Dragula.
Dracula.
This guy, the knockoff guy doesn't know what maximum overdrive is and doesn't know the right song for Rob Zombie.
You gotta say it the English way.
Cup of tea.
Here I am having an Italian like this. You gotta say it the English way.
A cup of tea.
Are you hungry? No.
So on that note,
We're signing off already.
we're signing off already.
Holy man. Well, kids, go out there and get me some candies.
This Friday's Halloween. I actually may do DJ a live stream on Friday night. So figuring out the logistics on that, and I'll send the link out if I'm able to pull that off. Sedum has said goodnight.
Well, Sedum, yeah, he just vanished. Scary. Ooh.
Scare. Ooh. So on that note,
hold on, that's a STTV comment there. In case for our American viewers, they're like, "What's wrong with this guy?"
yep, SCTV.
Ooh,
Yeah, the original show of John Candy, Eugene Levy, who else? Not Chevy Chase. Yep, Rick Moranis. I forgot the lady's name, and she's it was a handful of the Canadian crew.
We were the B team for SNL.
That's it.
Because a lot of them actually went on to SNL after.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't even notice until a Lottie pointed
Oh,
it
he's
out. I
back!
was like, babe, I'm not on there.
How'd you do that?
I just reload it.
Oh, okay. Because you vanished
little-
came back again.
Not fully closed circle with the arrow tip.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, I hadn't had that happen before where it's like it kept the... Because, yeah, the positioning was kind of similar to what it is now. It looked like... Because it didn't do... It had it set up like if it was still we were still 5 screens. So that's why I didn't notice.
So are you
normally,
trying to... Hold on.
We're only 4 people, it would be like 4 screens. Like
right. Are you trying to say to make sure that you leave comments, smash that like button, and subscribe, and bye.
Hopefully, get the stitches out of my arm on Thursday. Hopefully.
And that too. Bye.
That too.
Yeah, don't put me in the same row as a knockoff. I'm better than that.
Wow. Until all are one.
Till all are one.
Till all are one.
We now return you to the Children of Primus.